What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers. I have been overwhelmed by the amount of support you guys are showing for this particular part of the series. I figured that this would be kind of a crowd favorite whenever we started the Lone Wolf campaign, and I have not been disappointed. Happy to see that a lot of subscribers getting engaged again. You guys have given me a ton of name suggestions, and I've gotten them all written down here. So, sad news right off the bat. I've tried this fight, I want to say 5 or 6 times. I tried, guys. I did every configuration I can think of, every slick move, every trick in the book that I know. And what ends up happening is, at some point, they just get lucky. It's really all it is. Through sheer numbers, eventually they pick someone off. The fight is very winnable with Ozymandias. It's very winnable. It's just, can I make it through the fight with Jacob, Blowers, Daniels, either one of these three still alive in their current gear? Sadly, that answer is no. If they were all wearing like this caliber of armor and helmets, and they were all maybe 1 or 2 levels higher, our chances go up significantly. But as it stands, one stray crossbow bolt, basically puts Jacob down. I had one fight that went incredibly well. I almost had him. I backed all the way up to the white flags, found myself in this awesome little pocket, and then an 8% chance shot took me out. So I was excited too, because I just hit the record button. I was like, oh man, we're gonna do it, and then I failed. Didn't do it. 8% chance shot. That probably would have been something funny to get on camera, because if you could see my face, it would have just been me looking heartbroken. Anyway. Okay, so we have an event here. While heading towards your destination, Jacob runs up to you with a bundle of herbs in hand. Now, you know this fool knows nothing about plants or wildlife, but he seems rather persistent in wanting to try them out. Something about hearing of magical powers to be found in the essence of herbs. This talk gets the attention of a few others in the company. Soon, a number of them are asking to try out the medicine for the good of their brothers. I think I've seen this event before, and I think you just get sick. If there's a positive to this, I don't know what it is. Let's try it, whatever. Jacob is sick, as predicted. From one end comes vomit and the other shite. It appears the herbs are not worth a try after all. Jacob bravely elects himself ready to chow down on the mystery plants, and suffice it to say, the proportions which you are seeing come out of him are definitely mystical, and that strange, can the body really hold that much sort of way. That's gross. That's incredibly gross. I think what might happen is maybe you get some like medical supplies out of that. You discover you can use some of it for medicine. Not 100% on that. There's a really good wiki that you can go to. Oh no, that was 12 undead out of nowhere. I was gonna say there's a really good wiki that you can go to where you can look up the different events if you're interested. So this position, at first glance, appears perfect for our needs. It's nighttime, so we might want to forgo any crossbow use. They appear to be mostly unarmed or unarmored Wiedergangers. I'm just going to switch right now. I'm not going to waste any fatigue shooting, not to mention the crossbow bolts themselves. And we'll see what we can do. There's no necromancer in this party. We know that because they're little, what do you call that, man? My brain is going blank. It would have looked like a necromancer when they attacked us, is basically what I'm trying to say. And instead it looked like a Wiederganger. And we will 100% not give up this high ground. They will come to us. Let's go ahead and get this out. I just don't want there to be any type of geists, which I'm a little bit worried there might be, because some of them are hanging back. Okay, nice softening of the blow there. I expect someone to jump in here, giving me a round swing opportunity. If not, we're going to go for a line swing. I can't believe we whiff. Our odds are like astronomical. We rolled a 97. Okay, they're ghouls. Okay, or Nagzurs, as they're more often called in the common tongue. Only 3 of them, not bad. If we can kill them before they can eat any corpses, this is very manageable and not at all scary. Okay, he picked up the cleaver from the dead guy. Don't mind softening him up just a bit. Yeah, we don't want to get stunned. Well, I think we actually settled that. I don't think the undead can use the stun ability when they're holding bludgeons. That sucks. Don't like that. Yeah, pretty big miss. But we've got the round swing of our dreams now. And we missed again. We're missing 95% chances. We're rolling 96s. That's kind of been the story of that battle against the Raiders. As much as I wanted to beat that and get that gear, he died from bleeding, which sucks because we don't get the experience for that. But yeah, guys, it was just one bad roll after another. I would miss like 4 60% chance shots in a row, and the AI would hit, you know, 5 30% chance shots in a row. And it just felt really bad. Take him down. I'm starting to worry a little bit about Jacob. He's missed a bunch of his attacks, so this Wiederganger is primed and ready to kill him. And he might. I actually can't see with this tree here. There's no weapons on these dudes, but the pitchfork is probably good enough. And there he goes. Yeah, garbage. Yeah, we might end up having to restart this fight, sadly. Just because this pitchfork guy has hit us like 3 times in a row. I don't foresee us getting out of here alive with Jacob. And a level 3 Nagzur was made. Big mistake. I don't know how easily I could have prevented that, but all he's got to do is eat us. Watch the pitchfork, he's going to take him out, and then we'll just reload from the autosave. Yeah. I hate to always be reloading, but it's either that or we just take setback after setback and we're scared to take fights. I don't want to be scared to take fights. I just want to take fights and play. No beautiful high ground for us this time. We'll just chill. And I'll try and use an opening crossbow shot and then switch it up to a polearm. There's no point in sending out Ozymandias ahead of everyone. They'll just put one person on him and then they'll move to overwhelm us in the back. Really wish the ghouls would run in first. It'd be nice to get rid of them before the bodies start piling up and they have something to feed on. And that's one of those sentences that out of context is quite creepy. He's sick. Ah, that makes much more... Why wasn't I considering that? Look at his stats. He'll never be able to hit anything. Well, I guess he's just there to absorb damage then. Gonna be up to Blowers and Ozymandias to get these kills. Okay. Oh, we're right to the bear hat though. Perfect. Good kill. And then we're going to do our best to kill this Nagzur here with Ozymandias. We're going to go for a round swing. I don't like that we're wavering for some reason. Going to lower our odds to hit. And we got him. All we have to do is tap him with a round swing and he's dead. Alright, and he wants to run. Perfect. And let's go for it. And just like that, the numbers turn back into our favor. However, I still don't like the fact that we're wavering. Aussie came out of the waiver. I was going to say, we need to get this kill before he keeps eating. He can't grow to level 3, or what I call level 3. He can't grow because he's stuck. He's locked in place. And there's no more corpses for him to eat. He has to be standing directly on top of it. If I have the fatigue, I'll go for another round swing. I don't know if I do, though. That's a solid hit. Go for a 47. I risked it. Good hits. Very good. Okay, nothing too spooky. Alright. We might have the ability to use another round swing. Maybe. I'm pretty worried about Daniels. We're going to shield wall here. Probably a right move. Alright. Good kill. Trying to take out the people that are next to him. Alright, no more ghouls. Only weapon on the battlefield for the enemy is a dude with a pitchfork. Say your prayers. This is purely RNGesus. Only one I'm really worried about is Daniels. He's got a little bit of HP. And he's got his shield wall up. I would expect him to be fine, but it's going to be a minute before I can get to this pitchfork. Yeah, and he's just going to get hit. Because that is my luck. Yeah, and the hand axe, just not quite a strong enough weapon. I'm going to jump. I need to get onto this. And I was going to try and step in here. If we could just get him away. Come on, Daniels. Damn it. Oh my god. These are such easy fights where the RNG is just screwing me completely. One more time. Here we go. With feeling. This wouldn't feel so bad. My negativity wouldn't feel so high if I hadn't just tried to kill those raiders so many times. I'm just a tiny bit salty. It sucks to have victory, like, within your grasp and have it taken away. And I've talked about this before, but whenever you play games, especially strategy games that involve RNG, that's outside your control, it's important to remember that. Like, I'm not losing here because I suck. And if I did lose because I suck, I can handle that. But it's important to remember not to tie your, like, not your self-worth exactly, but kind of like your self-worth, your value you place in yourself as an intelligent person into a game where RNG is a huge factor. I see it a lot in very competitive games. I still play like Heroes of the Storm. You know, I stopped playing League a long time ago, and I only watch Dota because I feel like Dota is one of the most toxic games on the planet. Not because of the creators, obviously, just because of the people that play it. But my point being that there's so much RNG in these games, and people just don't want to admit it. Even, like, Magic the Gathering is another good example. I watch a lot of high-level Magic. I don't really enjoy Standard too much. I mostly watch Limited play. I find that to be the most enjoyable. And it's also, once again, it's more RNG. It's even more RNG than a Standard deck. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, a Standard deck is like a constructed deck, one you put together yourself. You know all the cards. You get a chance to play with it a lot, so your strategies are kind of predetermined. You play against other decks in the format that are known to you. You know, you kind of know the matchups. So while there's a random element of who's going to draw what when, it doesn't feel like an overwhelming amount of RNG, and you still feel like there's room for skill-based plays. But in Limited, it's tons of RNG. It's what can you draft? What can you... You have no idea what's in your opponent's decks. It could be anything, almost literally anything. And I watch high-level play, and sometimes some of the guys that I watch, they get really salty. And it kind of confuses me, because I'm not going to name any names, but some of the channels that I watch, some guys are more chill than others. But when I see a guy who's been playing for like decades, literally, and they still don't fully grasp the concept that you shouldn't really get mad when your opponent draws some card that wins the game. And it's not, you know, you didn't lose that game because you're an idiot or you're not a good Magic player. You lost to RNG. It's not a big deal. But I see it a lot. I understand it, but I see it a lot. That was pretty good. I think we're going to step in here. The last thing I want is for these ghouls to get these bodies. I'm also going to step here. I wasn't originally going to, but I don't want them to come and take this high ground. I'm going to try and kill this next Zur with Aussie. I figured they still might spill over, but if I can lock one or two of them down here, that would be good. We're going to go for the kill. Hold up there. Alright, we landed an attack. Good kill. Good kill. And we're freaking them out. I'm going to jump down. Can I get away from them? That's a good question. I don't want to risk it. Oh, that sucks. Well, at least they didn't jump in and eat immediately. Jacob's armor should hold for a bit since they don't have any weapons. Okay, that sucked. Keep this around to a minimum, around Jacob. He's got full armor, but... Okay, that missed. Go for that line shot. Nailed it. He's gonna run. Oh no, he came in and ate. Well, he locked himself into a fight with Blowers. Which he might win, because he's damn strong. We have the high ground, luckily. Okay. We needed that to miss, and it did. We needed that to hit, and it didn't. I was going to try and help there. Let's get in. Get in and lock him down. And come over here and try and help out Jacob. This fight's going well. We could have really used a hit there from that mace. He's going to be fast. He's going to attack twice. Okay, and he missed. Lucky for us. This pitchfork could still go right into Blower's chest. Okay. He knocked him off. Now I have options. I could come into here and do something. Get a better surround. But I think it's more important to try and save Jacob right now. He's missing all of his attacks. Nice, and we cut the artery on this thing and caused it to waver. And then we killed it. Awesome. And Jacob should be in a much better spot now. Pitchfork can't do anything to us anymore. And I think we're going to win this fight. Without casualties, hopefully. Still missing. We missed the last, I think, 4 shots with Jacob. We'll stay there. I would expect one of these to revive. Okay, we landed a hit finally. Come on. If Jacob goes down here, I'm just gonna be frustrated. Oh my god. He's got a lot of HP still. Save yourself, man. Yeah, if he didn't have a lot of HP left, I'd be a little more worried. That's rough. Okay. Finish it. Thank you. Alright, we make it out. As we should have. Whew. And we get almost nothing for our troubles. That'll barely cover the cost of tools, it seems. Decent experience, I suppose. Flowers gets leveled. We can finally pick up student on him. We'll take that 3 there. Happily take a 4 and a 5. Good rolls. And we're pulling him out of that horrible resolve pit that he started in as a disowned noble. Fortified mine, not far behind. And let's make our way to Earthfall without being ambushed. Would be nice. In the mists. Get up on the rocky hills. Maybe can see something coming from a little bit of distance away. Still have this big gap here that would be worthwhile exploring. You never know where you'll find a golden goose. Alright, give me a contract. We could really use one of those there contracts. Prices are good, prices are bad. Shields tell you also. Prices are okay. I think it's time we can sell enough of this junk. I'm going to hold on to the more expensive stuff. We'll get rid of the junk though. We've got 2,000 crowns. And I was going to say, I think it's, well, I say that, but then the cheapest tools I've seen in a long time pop up. Let's grab that. Come into here and see what's up. Amazing prices here for buying. Look at that two-handed mace. That would be a sick weapon. We've already got one, but I love it. Bill Hook would be an amazing early pickup. Man, good prices on winged maces. A decent price on some of this other stuff. An arming sword. Great weapon. This is all stuff, though, that we're hoping just to steal off some raiders. Pole hammer, though, we're not going to get unless we attack a caravan. Or a military caravan, essentially. You can find some bill hooks and pole hammers. But I'm not sure if there's a faction that I wouldn't mind pissing off right now. No good recruits here. We didn't expect there to be any. See what the contract is. 3 days southwest to Wick Haven. Okay. We'll probably do this, actually. Let me see. I need some time to think about this. Where is that place? It's 3 days. They're going to bring us down to here. Is there anywhere left in the world that we have not explored? Bear with me for a second while I kind of hover over everything. Because that'll tell me what I need to choose as my next ambition. If I get the ambition that says, hey, you need to travel everywhere and see everything, I'll just accept that and then we'll instantly have that proc. I've never been to Sandburg. So one place I haven't been to. We could take this contract, hope to do a couple fights along the way. I'm sure we will do some fights because we're a small company, so that means people will attack us. 800 crowns is not a lot. But we don't really have anything else going on. And we could use a little time to repair and recover. Sure. I'll accept this contract. They're going to provide our meals. And we'll just chill here and move. There's a supply caravan we could consider raiding. Is there a country or a faction that I would consider messing with? Probably this one. If we go into factions and relations, House Rabenholt. They don't hold a lot of territory. It's mostly this like Sunny D faction down here. And this Black Bull faction at the top. Keep on moving. Oh, they didn't give us any guards either. That's pretty lame. Yeah, that's not a lot of dudes to help if we get ambushed. Ugh. Okay. Well, cross your fingers. I mean, I'd like to be attacked by some thugs or some thralls or something like that to make this worthwhile experience-wise. You cross into a small hamlet beside the path. It's a rather nondescript place save for the women tied atop a soon-to-be bonfire. She's surrounded by a band of peasants, as is usual for a woman in this position. A monk from the mob reads from a holy tome, apparently letting everyone know the deontological nature of her crimes. Another man dutifully stands by with a torch, his hands itchy to put it to use. Seeing you, the woman shouts for help. They're going to burn me. You must do something. I've done no wrong here. So, I would bet this woman is a witch. I don't remember this particular instance. This is a very Witcher. Witcher is very much on my mind recently, and I think it's on a lot of people's minds. I went out and bought for my Switch. I bought the Game of the Year Collector's Edition. It has all the DLC in it. I haven't played the 2 new DLCs. I beat the game when it came out, and that was fun. But anyway, this is a very Witcher-like scenario. It's like, for all we know, this woman's a witch who sacrifices babies, and it's gonna make us kill a bunch of peasants in order to free her. I'm gonna do it, but let's see. You will not stand idly by while an innocent woman is burned for some imaginary crime. Blade in hand, you climb the wooden pallets and cut her free. She quickly scurries away, seeking her own safety. The crowd, enraged, sets upon the company in an instant. A scuffle between peasants and sellswords ends poorly for the former, but they do put in some damage. But losing control of the crowd, you have the monk beaten up, and the man carrying the torch too. A few of the brothers believe this was the right thing to do and are pleased with your decision. Daniels, you're so positive, my friend. Alright, that was some net positive. Oh no. Okay. A few poachers and some raiders. This is a smaller group than the one I've tried to take on, and we've got the benefit of them trying to go for these caravans. That has a brigand leader, which we're not prepared to fight yet. But this is a fight we can take. I'm excited. Some raider armor is much needed, and their ranged guys that, would be in support normally are very weak. Okay, they don't really have too much that I want. They don't have the good helmets. They don't have the great armor. But they have some tier 2 weapons. And let's not miss our crossbow attack. Let's not miss that. Come on, guys. You're making me look like an idiot. No, we'll just come in here and take that slice. We cut his artery. I'm going to play aggressive. I was hoping to kind of run over this guy. This guy should be dead for sure. And then it would be kind of a 3v3. Alright, Caravan Hand's getting a little spicy. I don't really want them to die in this opening battle, because we might end up in another one where we actually need their help. Aussie feeling a little bit worried. Okay. Make it happen. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to take some swings, hope to get lucky. That was terrible. We needed that hit. Hopefully we don't pay for that. And we didn't. And we're going to step in here and freak these dudes out. Alright. Okay. The poacher wants to leave now. That's good for us. And that archer is going to peace out. Got a shield wall. We still hurt him. I mean, I wouldn't mind picking up some padded leathers. I wouldn't mind taking these helmets. They're decent helmets. And down they go. Alright. So, nice small group. Real confidence booster. And the tier 2 weapons are nice as well. I don't think there's any need to chase. We'll just wait. It's over. Good work. And we didn't take much damage at all. And we got 2 levels. And we did pick up a patched male shirt, which is something. Padded nasal helmet and a nasal helmet. Good. Morning stars are quite good. Flails are good as well. They go around shields, and they are very expensive. That's a very costly weapon. I'm going to want to repair all of that. And here, Blowers. Let's check out what his rolls are again. Happy to see a 3 there. We could be pumping his range skill. I have noticed. He's been getting some lucky rolls. He could end up being a throwing bro. But I'm hating to see all these really low melee defense rolls. And I'm tempted to take a 3 in hit points. I think we just need to keep on the path of making him tanky. I don't want to diverge. What happens when you try to make a character a jack of all trades, they end up becoming a master of none, as the saying goes. And you'll find that you'll have a bunch of mediocre characters who are kind of mediocre crossbowmen, mediocre javelin throwers, mediocre melee in offense, mediocre melee in defense, instead of just having someone who's hyper-focused, laser-focused, like Aussie is, and is, at the end of the day, much more effective. So let's give him Brawny here. That will give him 7 fatigue now, but in the late game, that fatigue, that bonus will be enormous. Here for Daniels. See what kind of rolls we get. I'll take that 3. Happy to see that. I'll take that 4 as well. And I am going to take this 4. And that might be the last HP that I pump. That was a 5 HP pump, so that was pretty solid. I'm tempted to take Rally the Troops, but I'm still confident that we're going to find someone with even better resolve. The stars are nice, and I'm sure we could get him up to a really high resolve number. But I'm confident we might find someone with a base resolve that's like 50, and then he's also got stars, and then from there, he'll be a much more effective sergeant. So Brawny is nice just to get us that better fatigue. And then I'm also considering getting Adrenaline on a lot of my characters. Not 100% yet on that. See what our levels look like. Wow, a 5. Okay. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down, game. Let's see a 3 and a 3 here. So what someone suggested was making Jacob here a throwing bro instead of a crossbowman. It's crazy because he could very well end up being an excellent archer. But his melee skill is so high, it's a shame to waste that. So I'm not going to pump that yet. I'm just going to take Brawny here. And then that buys us a little bit of time. We'll see what we get as we stick him in heavier armor. And, you know, for all I know, I'm going to get an amazing heavy throwing weapon. It's just going to make me want to use it. We'll see. But he could end up being just an actual archer that switches out to a polearm. It's hard to call that this soon. But that was a good fight for us. Actually, I wanted to go into our inventory and see what's up. We could switch out to one of these other weapons. Flail is an interesting choice. I do definitely want to do that. And that. And that. So, the benefit of the crossbow or being a throwing weapon expert is that we can afford to wear heavier armor. And especially heavier helmets without, you know, messing up our vision range. So, I want to come in here and repair these. That's all good. I'll repair the hand axe as well. And we've got a nice little collection of higher tier weaponry. And let's just keep on rolling. Oh, wow. Okay, just don't attack me at the same time, guys. Jesus, no! Oh, God. Okay. That's a lot. I don't know if we can win this. That's too many. 15 guys. That's 15 guys. And they're going to get some lucky shots right off the bat. Yep. Drop that down. Okay. Well, in a way, I'm very thankful that they have as many thugs as they do. Because that's going to... And I miss. Because that's going to give me fodder to kill them and break their morale. We're going to back up here. Back up here. Ozymandias is going to have to do... Oh, and he misses. He misses an 82% chance. I'm interested in trying this one a few times if you guys are interested in watching. Let's shield wall. Because I think we could win this through a mass route. But we're not going to win it by missing 82% chance shots. This guy should be dead. He's not wearing a helmet, for God's sakes. Then we should be able to move on and kill this guy, who's going to attempt to stun us. And then we'd be free to kind of, like, pick and choose more engagements. And they'd be freaking out a little bit because we'd be slaughtering them. But we can fight what's in front of us right now. They're not going to do anything. Yeah, these types of misses, we can't have that. This guy should be near dead. Okay. Go for the easy kill. Freak him out. This is a 70% chance, and we miss again. He should be dead twice over, and I should be able to kill this guy now. So you see how the snowball effect just keeps going? Once you start missing your opening shots, we're not out of it yet, but they haven't even begun to hit us. Alright, they're hitting their own dudes in the back. Good for us. And some of the raiders, better armed raiders, are going for the donkeys. This is bad. This guy should also probably be dead. Or very close to it. In such a way that Blowers, at the very least, wouldn't be in as much danger as he's in. But even if we win this, there's another group right there ready to attack us. Alright, we hit that one. We had to hit that, or else we were super dead. We still might be super dead. Continue trying to get kills just to freak them out. $73. Thank you. Alright, luckiest man in the world. And a lot of them, the frontliners, they don't want any part of this. The raiders are still solid, though, which is what's scary. This guy will probably jump in here, potentially kill Blowers. Damn. Yeah. Let's reload. I want to try this again. Had we not missed so many attacks in the beginning, we probably would have been one or two deeper into killing them. And we had a shot. We could, of course, abandon this caravan. This is a horrible engagement. There's so many raiders spawning from this one camp. And let's hope they don't get lucky with their archers again. Not too much to ask that they miss one or two attacks. I don't need the game to give me the win by missing every single attack. I just need them to not hit like 5 out of 5. You know what I mean? I don't think that's too much to ask. And for us to hit 72% chance shots, I don't think that's too much to ask. I could step in and try and get these kills. You know what? Let's do it. Let's keep these guys away from our boy. And missing those attacks was pretty awful. I'm going to step here. That way I can go... Oh my god. You know what? Screw it. I'm reloading. I'm reloading. The snowball is too real, y'all. It really is. We missed every attack, just about. And because of that, we're going to die. We got no opening round kills. They're going to surround us, and they're going to beat us down. And it's going to suck. I hate to reload like that, but... Like I said, I spent probably 40 minutes earlier trying to kill those raiders. And I don't know. I just don't have the patience for that. For a fight that's obviously going south. Okay. I don't need a miracle. I need a 72% chance shot to land. And it does. Now let's back up. We can use these dudes to hold our flank, as we did at first. Or we can step forward and try and freak them out. I think we're just going to back up. And I kind of like backing up here. If they want to step in and try and lock down my crossbowmen, they'll just put themselves in a concave. Okay, we're going to go for a swing here. Nailed it. Archers are freaking out. We managed to put a little bit of extra damage on this raider. And we'll put our shield up. Because we know what's coming. So, like I said, we just got to kill a few of these thugs. Freak everybody out. And he bypassed my shield wall. Pretty cool. And sadly, Ozymandias was not able to get far enough away to initiate his lone wolf. He doesn't really need it. It would just be nice for defensive purposes. Okay, they're going to lock up shields. Not unexpected. Not get greedy. Let's go for the shots we know we can take. I could step in here and just smash. I'm gonna wait. Good, good. That should be a one shot easily. Maybe even another one, but we didn't quite get him. We cut his Achilles. When you think about it, the story of Achilles is kind of sad. Imagine being the greatest warrior the world has ever known, and the one thing like you're kind of remembered for is just that you had this weak heel. It was so weak and dainty that we literally named that part of our bodies after him. It's like if Mike Tyson was remembered for having like really small calves. It'd be stupid. Like, yeah, I know he was like the greatest heavyweight of all time, but his calves, though. So scrawny. Yeah, I could have used that. Could have used one of those hits. We just needed something there that we didn't get. Alright, happy to see them running. We can come down now, or we can go up and just help ourselves. If we come down here, maybe we can save these guys, lock them in place. It's tempting. I'm just very paranoid about losing my own guys. So screw these caravan hands. Alright, let's see what we can do. There you go, defend yourselves. Oh my god. The luck. Look, guys, if I was born a brigand thug, I would play the lotto every day. They are the luckiest of people. Yeah, let's just kill them. Thought about attacking someone else because of the way we're going to have to move. 59. Okay. Yeah, he's getting beat on now. I'm glad I came here to help. Move this way. Okay, that freaked him out. Get this kill, and then start moving down. Step behind that guy. The archers want to run. I don't really care about them. We've got a 3-man surround here. Get that out. Yeah, they're not long for this world, but we should be able to save the donkeys. At least one of them. Just don't get any lucky stone shots again, man. Yeah. The kids say you can miss me with that. Yeah, miss me with that, please. Alright, I'll take that. I'll take that RNG. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just repay me with a couple favorable misses. That's all I ask. And we're going to go and lock this dude down. No more archery for you, sir. We've had enough archery for the day. And I'm going to step in here and attempt to lock down that poacher. That should be an easy one shot, and we'll step in. So I wish Blowers wasn't so hurt. He might take a rock or two to the face on the way to catching that guy, if he can catch him at all, which I'm not confident he can. Ah, you missed a donkey. You loser. That was harsh. I shouldn't have said that. Okay, and he's going to move. Like I said, I'm not confident I can get him. Nice to put a little damage on that guy. He's going to pull out a knife. Okay. Well, you brought a knife to a hand axe fight, sir. And we miss. A 95. We roll a 98. That's why I don't even like looking at this. I don't even want to know the numbers at this point. Whenever I miss, I'm just like, whatever. Just kill me. Just kill me now. A 98. If I was trying to roll a 98 to save my life, couldn't do it. Never could do it. I'd be a dead man. So, with both donkeys dead, we've already failed. So yeah, the entire caravan is dead. We failed another caravan mission. But I'm kind of happy because in a way it almost like makes them spawn. We're going to keep chasing, I suppose. Good hit from Jacob. We miss, but when he tries to run, we might be able to get him. And we'll step in here, hoping to freak him out. Perfect. Let's see if we can start chasing that guy down there. Okay, trying to shove me away. He might do it too. And he managed to. Okay, he took a better position. Good on him. Try and hook somebody. We don't need to do that. Go for the 62 and miss. Almost on top. Perfect. I was expecting to get that kill. That guy was wearing a bandana for a helmet. Also expecting to get hit by this falchion. Good shot. I am not displeased with that. Can we get onto this dude? I don't know. Sadly, fatigue is a pretty big issue for us now. I'm happy that we just survived this fight. The caravan hand's deaths, while tragic, are not the end of it all. Sure, we fail a mission, but we're alive. Eventually, I think companies are going to stop hiring us to protect their goods. It would be pretty cool, though, if we could get these goods. It's over. Yeah, and we didn't even level off of that. That sucks. We got a padded leather. Not great. Falchion. Good pickup. It looks like maybe we got the loot. Or maybe they just gave us gold from that. I don't know. But there is no more caravan. Yeah. The Falchion's a good pickup. Tier 2 sword. Can really make up for bad stats. Yeah, and darn it. We did not succeed. Thankfully, game is paused. And let's go for the falchion here instead of the hand axe. I don't like how many attacks we're missing. So, sword attack has a plus 10% chance to hit, as opposed to something like a militia spear, which has a plus 20% chance to hit. If we had a boar spear, I would probably give it to him. But falchion, 35 to 45 damage. So, it does a little more like base damage. It just has lower effectiveness against armor, and that ignores armor. It's also a little bit lighter. So there's some good trade-offs there. Falchion is a great early game weapon to pick up. So, do we stick around and fight these guys? A bunch of thugs? Maybe. Wow. We can grind a lot right here. I just want to get to Wickhaven. Just let me go. Okay. I'm tempted to take one of these fights, or both of them if I can, but we're just a little too beat up, perhaps. Aussie is technically still fine. And they don't have any ranged units. We could try. Just not at once. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Looking around, seeing what they've got. We whiff on the world's easiest kill. Let's step in, get aggro. Bop this guy on the head. Lock him down. Alright, almost 2 kills off the bat. 2 would have been ideal. Not even giving this raider a chance to attack. And it is a raider. Despite not having the best of gear. And we're going to opt... Yeah, please, just hold on, Blowers. Yeah, we're going to go for a line shot here. Opting to protect Blowers instead of trying to just get kills down here. Reload. Okay, we don't even need to do that now, so forget what I just said. The idea was to take as many dudes away from Blowers as possible. But that's not necessary anymore. He's in a 1v1 that could very easily go sideways. But I think with the right amount of help, he should be fine. Just don't get... Okay, he's still in it. Nice, and we even land the hit. And we land that too. All good stuff. We can switch out, go for another attack, and we land that too. Excellent. We missed that, but that's to be expected. And then a kill. I'll expect them to come to me. Ah, I should have jumped in. I didn't realize he was running full-fledged. I expected him to jump forward. That was a mistake. Well, that sucks. This guy should be dead. Maybe he'll rally. Might chase him with a dog. I'll go that away. Oh, wow. Battle Brother's getting... Oh, no! He rallied, but he's still running. Damn it. Annoying little misplay from me there. We'll run him down. Battle Brother lands his first hit. Another auspicious moment for the company. And down he goes. He's so far away. Even Battle Brother can't catch him. And honestly, I don't want him to anymore. Just let him escape. I should have had that guy's gear. He had another padded leather, which maybe I could use. And another falchion, which also maybe I could use. And I do get a boar spear. I think my statement about using that over the falchion is not accurate. Just because after I said that, I looked at his melee skill and it was a bit higher than I thought it was. So I don't think we need to do that. You know, he's at a 61. He also just leveled. So he's kind of good to go in that regard. Let's see. Yeah, 69. I'll take a 4 here. Perhaps just a 2. Something like that, maybe. He's going to need resolve eventually. Anything less than 50 is kind of not acceptable in my companies. So it's not a wasted point. I would like to get some more melee defense at some point, though. And here we have the opportunity. We could designate him as a sergeant now by giving him rally the troops. I don't hate that. I also like the idea of giving adrenaline to my brothers. 9 lives is something I've been playing around with in my head. Just because of the whole idea of we need to have 12 elite people that we don't really ever want to die. So that's tempting as well. And 9 lives would have been great in some of these instances I've been playing. Recover. Adrenaline. I've gotten a lot of value out of rotation in our Beast Slayer playthrough. I think we were just starting to see its full potential. Once you have a full squad and they all have rotation, all these different tactical options open up. And I'm tempted to get that on everyone that's not Ozymandias. But for now, let's go for Rally. I don't want to lock myself into any type of weapon specialization, so I'm going to forgo that. And we're going to take that there. I don't necessarily want to fight these raiders or these brigands. I feel like the options for them just to get lucky and get a kill there. We could put... So this is an option. This is an actual option. We could put everyone in reserve and just fight with Ozymandias and just hack through them. Just for the loot. And he's about to level. Let's do that. Come at me. Come at me, bro. And it looks like we might have some terrain too. We'll try this. If this doesn't work, we can always reload. Okay. Well, we're all on the high ground. And they landed their first rock throw. They've got some stunners. Now, bear in mind, we didn't need to take everyone out. I did it just for the fun of it. Can't believe he hit me with that rock. Okay, we need to get a round swing. We need to not get stunned by one of these sticks. So if I can do a round swing here and hit these 3, that's what I'm going to do. Perfect. Alright, and that's freaking him out, as well it should. And the go into dag is a powerful weapon. Maybe I'll have enough fatigue to do another round swing. It looks like I will if they don't hit me too much. And they're having trouble hitting me because... yeah, their chances are like 0. Because I'm a lone wolf. They're wavering. Wow, missed the stun. Awesome. Take him out. I don't want to get hit by that weapon. I almost forgot that weapon stunned as well. We didn't get it, though. It's an expensive weapon. It would have been nice to pick up, just for the loot. I don't know what kind of loot we're actually going to get from this. But we will level. And that's key for him right now. He's got to go. He has the option to stun us. And any coward who wants to run away will face the long sword of the great hero Ozymandias. So what a crazy brigand road we've been down. We just cleaned up the countryside at the expense of some poor traders who didn't quite know what they were in for. Alright, let's see if they can hit us with that. Should not be able to. Okay, he bonked us, but not for much. Get rid of that cleaver so there's no option for bleeding. Yeah, he wants to run, not surprised. And they're going to take a few pot shots at me before they start to run away. Kind of sucks. But they get to do that. And we are exhausted. There's no way we catch them. But I guess we have to try. Damn. Recover, eh? Oh, man, you did, son. We just proved that Recover is a horrible perk. 100% tested and proven. If you use Recover, your brothers will die. That was a scientific method. You can run away any minute now. Just any minute now. Battle Brother would be helpful here. Before I get him in armor, I don't really like to use him to chase down anyone. This guy could pull out a knife and kill him. And I don't want that to happen. And his, greed to shoot me is what's going to kill him here. Crazy that they're fighting to the death like this. This is very unusual, brigand behavior. Oh, no. You stupid dummy. And you are done. So, one-man killing machine, Ozymandias. Once again, proving that he is the baddest of the bad. Lots of experience. What kind of loot? We get a dagger. Okay. That's a nice haul of gold, and that's enough food to make it so that I don't have to buy any at the next town. That was worth it. That was worth it. And the level alone is going to be great. So, we have options once again. Reach advantage is a big deal. I've talked about that quite a bit. Learn to use the superior reach of large weapons to keep the enemy from getting close enough to land a good hit. This does lock us into using a two-handed weapon, which we're currently not locked into. But I think it's just smart. Each hit with a two-handed melee weapon adds a stack of reach advantage that increases your melee defense by +5 up to a maximum of 5 stacks until the character's next turn. A single attack hitting multiple targets can add several stacks at once. So, when we landed that first round swing and hit 3 characters, we would have added +5 to our melee defense. Or +5 for each hit. It would have been +15 for that turn, melee defense, which is a huge amount. You can see here, Lone Wolf is active because the game just already, activates it. Which actually, I don't know if I knew that already. just keeping him. So we get to see what his stats are in those scenarios. His fatigue. Does that boost your fatigue? It does not. Just his resolve 77, 105 melee skill. Kind of crazy. I think I will take reach advantage here. I'm also tempted to take recover. We'll see. We still have 2 points left to spend. And I was looking at Indomitable and perhaps Sword Mastery. This gives us better chances to hit, which, you know, of course, further goes with stacking all of our buffs, like reach advantage. But also, and gives us a greater chance of getting Berserk, that sort of thing. But also lessens the amount of fatigue we get from using these abilities by a lot. And then Indomitable helps us protect ourselves, especially from being charged. And it protects us from being stunned. It kind of makes Steel Brow a little bit obsolete. It's nice not to have critical hits to the head, but once you have big armor, it's not as much of an issue. And like I said, guys, I don't know how much more I need to pump melee skill. A 5 and a 3 there feel pretty good. I'm tempted more to take a 4 roll in hit points, and maybe that's foolish. We're already basically landing. So whenever we fight someone 1v1, even when they have a shield, our chances are maxed out of hitting them. They're at like 95%. The only time when our chances are ever lower than 95% is when there's like a lot of different modifiers. So let's say they have, and we're fighting lower tier enemies right now. When we're fighting fallen heroes, that's kind of a bad example. Let's say we're fighting footmen, and they're using shield walls interlocked. Our odds are going to go obviously down below 95%. They're stronger units, their melee defense is higher, and they're using heater shields, which are a better quality shield, and they're locking them with shield wall. So in that instance, those 3 better modifiers are making it so that, you know, even with our super high melee skill, we perhaps still aren't hitting. So I'm willing to pump it again, take another 4 there, and that damn near guarantees that we land our hits. I don't know what the number is that makes that kind of redundant. Oh, nice. Okay, so we finally get our banner, our battle standard. No one likes a skinflint, least of all a group of wandering, bloodthirsty rabble motivated primarily by a love of coin. Not everyone, or more precisely no one, was thrilled when you suggested cutting back on spending to save up for a company standard. Once the Lightboard Legion standard is finally paid for and hoisted for the first time to proudly snap in a fresh dawn breeze, however, no one claims it wasn't worth it. The men are proud of their new standard, even tossing around names for it around the campfire, though none of them really stick. It's clear for everyone to see now this is not some band of hired thugs. This is becoming a true mercenary company. Who should have the honor of carrying the standard? So everyone gets happy. Our standard actually looks pretty sweet. And I was thinking of giving it to... We gotta let someone hold it for the moment. If Daniels is our sergeant, he doesn't necessarily also have to be our standard bearer. I talked about this at length before. How I like to have 2 sources of rally, which means I like to have 2 sources of high resolve on my squad that can call people back. And there's plenty of reasons why having more than 1 source is applicable. What if your sergeant's the one that's running? What if your sergeant is dead? What if your sergeant is on this side of the battlefield and the people that are running are on this side? What if in the late game you absolutely have to have 2 sources, in my opinion. And if you're not going to completely huddle around your battle standard, you've got to have 2 sources because the battle will be spread out and you'll be fighting 30, 40 of whatever you're fighting, and you're going to need that. But for now, someone should carry this. It's just a solid weapon. 50 to 70. It's just like a better Warfork. It's a better hooked blade. It's essentially like a pike with a leadership ability attached. So I'm thinking for the moment, I'm just going to give it to Jacob to hold. And then we'll see whether or not that becomes necessary to use at some point before we actually have a well-established battle standard user. We're being very flexible right now. We're trying not to lock ourselves into anything that we don't need to lock ourselves into. Prices here are horrible, but are they good for selling? No, they're terrible for everything. We need to get the hell out of here. This is not a good spot for us. 4 days, not interested. Let's get out of this cursed place and go to Subingen, which has literal nothing. And I think we're probably nearing the end of today's episode, guys. I'm pretty sure I've gone even a bit long. But let's maybe try and get to Grottenhaven. Or to... yeah, we could probably go to Sandburg. Just see what's up at Sandburg. It's the last place for us to visit. Hoping to find some untold wonders in one of these spots. But instead, we're just going to find a bunch of places that probably don't have anything for us. What do you need us to do? Hunt down what terrorizes them. This would be a nice, easy contract, but I think I just want to keep moving. Stick and move. I was really hoping to get another brother today, and sadly we didn't. Go up on these mountains real quick. Okay, nothing. Thinking I might reveal something. These walking meat shields right now. Don't know what danger they're in. And they disappeared into the mists. The Mist is a pretty cool movie, by the way, if you've never seen that. Stephen King. Very stressful. My wife and I actually watched Prometheus last night. Talk about stressful. We've been watching Lost in Space, and the entire movie, Prometheus, just felt like one long episode of Lost in Space. So this place has a ton of militia. I said I only wanted 2 militia, and then I wanted to start picking up some higher tier backgrounds. At least get a retired soldier. Something like that. This is a cheap, pretty cheap raider. But we could grab one. We could grab 2 militiamen right now. But I think we're going to pass. I'm favoring a more late game build. I hate to do it. Prices here are very good. We need to sell everything we can now. 19 on the shields, on the bear hat, however you want to read it. Those are all very good numbers. Get rid of that. We'll get rid of most of these shields. Okay, I'll hold. I'll sell that. Sell that. Keep my weapon choices somewhat diverse. I don't want to get rid of everything. All of my options. And just like that, we're rolling in cash, and we can afford... we could even sell a few more things if we needed to. I'll get rid of that. Get rid of that as well. I like to have daggers. I just don't see myself with a... so, whenever you come across an enemy like a brigand leader, for instance, sometimes they'll have really powerful, rare armor. And the best way to get it is to surround them with daggers, completely bypass their armor, pierce them to death, and increase your chances of them dropping that armor. That is a great strategy for a battle that you've already won, and you surround that character and you stab them. It's a more effective strategy with superior numbers, which is not something we're currently working with. I am going to sell all of this. This may seem crazy now, but we're going to be swimming in these types of weapons later. Let's sell the bear hat. I'm going to keep a shield. The shield will tell me what the prices are like. And just like that, we are basically rich. And if there is an amazing recruit here that we want to pick up, we should do it. Like Riemann the dog is very expensive. He comes with a long sword, which is probably half the reason he's so expensive. But for the same price, I can get 2 retired soldiers probably. He is already leveled as well. And the real kicker is that he's 48 for his daily wages. It's tempting, but I think I'm going to pass. I was considering the Raider. But he's very expensive as well. And I think I'm just going to pass on all of these guys. We could get ourselves a cheap hedge knight for the amount of gold we currently have sitting here. No. And I'm actually just going to leave this place. Let's go to Sandburg, discover it, see what's up. And then maybe before we end today's episode, I'll just come back to Grottenhaven. They have a port, though. We could go somewhere else. They have a harbor, that is. I would much rather go to the north where all the big citadels are with all the armories and weaponsmiths. I would like to get back into this region. Between these 3 spots. Those might be the best places in the game. This place sucks. Saddleburg is great. That's a powerful place. I might just come up here and start killing caravans. Trying to get ourselves some good early loot. Wolves of Bleak Forest. They're hired by Sandburg, so we don't want to kill them. Not even saying that we could. Mercs are a pretty tough set of enemies. Not recommended for early game fodder. So I wonder what an upgraded version of our avatar looks like. If it even can be upgraded. I don't think so. Maybe he goes into full plate. Yeah, there's nothing here. You can check out a contract. Follow the footprints. Sure, we'll accept this offer. I'll accept this contract. Is there anything here for us? No, of course not. But we can buy some more food, which I will do. Let's get some fish. That puts us up in the 9 days, which is pretty standard. We're low on tools, so I'll buy 1 stack of tools, even though they're pretty expensive. And we'll follow the tracks. We'll see what we're fighting before we end for the day. Strength back to 12 men. We're pretty far from that. I'll name a sergeant. That'll instantly give us this finished. We've already beat at least 12 opponents. We'll be able to do that regularly very soon. But we'll name a sergeant. We've already got rally on someone. Cross the river. See what's up. It's not really a river. But there we go. A sergeant sash. Everyone's eager. And I've read this a million times. Feel free to pause it and read it yourself if you would like. The big takeaway, though, is that everyone is in a good mood, which makes for easy fighting. And someone is going to take this sergeant sash. It's basically just a free plus 10 resolve at this point. We could consider just giving it to Blowers to wear for the moment. He'll be an honorary sergeant, just so that his resolve is at an acceptable level that we know he won't run. And the thieves are just some thugs. I might even do this off camera. But guys, thank you so much for watching today. I had a blast trying to do all these difficult fights, and the game feels challenging again. It feels good again. And I am very happy to be playing with you guys. Next episode, though, really look for us to pick up multiple characters. We're sitting on all this loot. We're actually paying out a decent amount per day now because some of our brothers are leveling. So we're going to have to really step up the income increase. And once we grab some more expensive brothers, hopefully something with a great background, that income is going to be even more important. Our payout per day is going to go into the hundreds, and we're gonna start feeling the pressure. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming, and as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.